All right. Well, we are back, and I don't want to do the all right that Zeb does. That's just also how I talk. Okay.
So here we are, back again. We haven't figured out our hellos and our goodbyes yet.
Yeah. Hello out there. So we're back. We are continuing on in Proverbs, but this is Jen, and we have
Alicia.
And
Cheryl.
Yeah.
Cheryl is our new person on board, and her name is Cheryl Courtwright, and she is the assistant director for the women's ministry. And we're very excited that she works with us, has been working with us for a couple years.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about
the women, yes. We're continuing on with Proverbs 31. We talked last time about that first little section of verses 1 through 9. And, and so, like, my section, it says, the woman who fears the Lord, and I know you guys have a couple different
mine says, in praise of a wife of noble character.
And mine says, praise for a good wife. And I also, if you mark up your Bible like I do, I have verse 30 circled and underlined. A woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking about noble and wisdomous woman.
That's right. Wisdomous. The wisdomous. We're going to make up some new words.
I know. Might as well.
I had underlined on my paper praising, so I thought that, it's true.
Yeah.
There's a lot of praising going on in this if you look at it,
Oh, yeah.
And we'll talk about some of that more, but I wanted to throw out the definition I found for noble. Is that okay?
Sure. Go for it.
Since that's the very first part, my verse 10 says, who can find a wife of noble character with a question mark. Did yours use noble? What did yours use, Jen?
No. Mine says an excellent wife who can find.
And that's a definition of noble is excellent.
Okay.
How about you?
Mine says virtuous.
Virtuous.
And that means a high moral standard.
Okay.
Yes. Let's see. Noble character is quality, capable, unselfish, morally good, honesty, and courage. So there you go. Who can find one?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
So let's talk about that one that we're trying to find.
Yes.
That is noble.
So, and it's cool because it is still King Lemuel's mother talking to him and being like, hey, this is the kind of woman you should be on the lookout for, And if she's, not of noble character, not fearing God, maybe just push her to the side, and this is who you're looking for.
Yeah.
You're hoping for to marry this kind of woman, and I think it's cool because it says that she is far more precious than jewels. And obviously, especially to a king, those are very important and very much he's surrounded in them, whether decorating the halls, his fingers, his neck.
And women wear them too as well, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, we have them. I don't know about you, but we all like jewels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tony Evans, he said this thing. He said, find a noble woman or find a wife of a noble character. Don't let her go. So we need to shout out and make sure the guys hear that. Hold on to those noble women. Right?
That's right.
Yes.
Especially in this day and age.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because we never know sometimes.
Now, when I was researching, I was just digging into some backstory on Proverbs 31, and I don't know if you guys had read this before. I had never read this before, but there's a lot of debate among scholars of who actually penned this.
Yes.
And they said that King Lemuel was a pen name for Solomon himself.
Yeah.
And so if this were true, the mother providing the advice here would be Bathsheba.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. And that's kind of cool because I think they probably had that kind of relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or because we talked about it, I think in our first session, maybe the last session.
One of the
sessions. I mean, it could have been anyone that was in the corner listening to what the mother was saying, what Bathsheba was saying to Samuel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so really it's kind of cool. The other fact that I saw is that this is the end of Proverbs, and at the beginning of Proverbs, they were talking about men, and then they ended in talking about
really?
women. So I didn't go back and look at it, but it was actually the Proverbs of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel, for learning wisdom and discipline. So it's David giving, I think, listen, my son, to your father's instruction. So isn't that kind of cool?
Yeah.
You know, here we had a father giving a son. Now we have a mother giving a son advice. And actually, it looks like, I mean, when I was reading through, this is him like repeating what his mother said to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and if you continue on, it even says, and forsake not your mother's teaching. So, yeah.
In the
so
first part?
in verse 8.
In verse 8, yeah.
So in Proverbs 1:8,
Yeah.
if you're following along.
Yeah, follow along with us. We kind of jumping around, but yeah, kind of cool.
Yeah, and I mean, it goes back to the commandment, honor your father and mother.
Yeah.
You're going to listen to their instruction. You're going to live out those instructions. And whether talking about David or Solomon or any wise person, obviously they were these sections were put in the Bible for a reason, and
Yes.
I know.
we know that these are words that we can honor and live by.
And inspired by God.
Yes,
right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The next verse, 11. The heart of her husband trusts in her, and he will not lack anything good.
So,
All right.
so my immediate thought, and I don't know how good or interesting this is going to be. Well, it's going to be interesting.
Okay.
So honestly, it harkens back to the fall in my brain. I always think of okay, the heart of her husband trusts in her. We have Eve had been deceived. I mean, turned right to Adam, who was right there.
Right there beside him.
Yep, right there beside her. He could have stopped her, but obviously he trusted
He did.
that
Yes.
decision.
Wow.
And so it's
True
important that we be women who fear God and wisdom, and
Yes.
then our husbands trust
And
in
we
our
are trustworthy.
Words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I looked up that word trust.
Oof.
You ready for some?
Yeah.
You ready
Go
for
for
some words? Assured, reliance, confident, belief, excellent, fine, valuable, beneficial. So, that's what you are when you trust.
Yes.
You are valuable.
Mm.
You're reliable.
Yep.
Can be confident in what you say.
Yeah. I like the common theme too, from noble to trust, the excellent.
Yeah.
That word excellent being in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, so I think that's, also the thing of wisdom and trusting and everything like that. And like, what are you taking in? What are you relying on? Are you relying on your own heart? Are you leaning on God's? Or
What are you putting your trust in?
Yes.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
So
And-
if we put our trust in God, and then there can be, for both man and woman, when we put our trust in God, we can trust each other.
That's right.
Yes, amen.
That's right. And when he says lack anything good, I don't know if you remember the story. We talked about Gary and me going to this introduction thing for him for a job, and the guy asked me, he says, well, tell me about your husband. I said, well, he's a good man.
Yeah.
And he wanted to know what the definition was.
What is good?
What do you mean by good? And I'm like, oh boy.
Right.
And so the word excellent comes back because it's good. There's like a present, past, present. What is that? You have three
the
words?
tenses.
Tenses.
Yes,
Okay, tenses. And excellent is one of the tenses, is one of the definitions of good.
Oh,
if you go
okay.
further into good, they could be
Yeah.
excellent.
Oh, okay. So kind of like the good, better, best kind
Right.
of thing. Like then there's excellent,
Excellent.
and there's other things. Okay.
Good, better, best,
The
excellent.
a progression.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, good, is when I don't think you can turn around and say, well, he's excellent.
Yeah.
And that would
Right.
have been enough.
That would be
that
like
would have
using
been enough.
using the word in the definition.
Right.
Yeah.
But another thing they talked about, again, was the favorable and kind.
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
agreeable.
Yeah.
So she's going to do things that are agreeable with him, or, things that are going to make him look good, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But in integrity.
With integrity.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what she has.
Yeah.
Integrity.
Well, I mean, and then going into verse 12, she does him good and not harm all the days of her life.
Yeah.
So she keeps his welfare and well-being in mind.
Yeah, and just what your verse 12 said?
Mm-hmm.
Mine says she rewards him with good, not evil, all the days of her life.
Yeah.
And I thought, when you look back at, what did yours use?
No, mine says she will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
And when you think of evil, you think of sinful behaviors being not good, bad,
Yeah.
and something that might bring sorrow. So
Yeah.
you don't bring shame either, to that.
Yeah.
And if we could go back one spot, and
Yeah.
look at verse 11, the heart of her husband. Did yours use the word heart?
Yes.
And I love that, because when you think, your head, there's a difference between head knowledge and heart knowledge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so when it says the heart of her husband trusts in her,
Yeah.
that's like, he just trusts her. No.
Yeah, it's not a...
From the fullness of his whole being. That's what I kind of thought of.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the right way to say it.
No, I would say so. I mean...
What do you think? Anybody got any thoughts on that?
Well, I think when you have a godly marriage, and when you put God first in your marriage, my thought went to the hierarchy of the marriage. The husband is the head of the home.
Right.
So therefore, the wife would do him good.
Right.
Yes, and she wouldn't speak evil of him.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
where my thought process went to when I was reading this verse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that number one, as we keep reading, which we will in a few minutes, when I think that might be, the next week's
Yeah.
lesson.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that part of it, lifting him up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But forever and ever and ever. It's a lifetime, right?
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
not
that's-
just when you're happy with them or when you're...
Yeah.
Going back to
Yeah.
how you had said that when you were at the interview with Gary and
Yeah.
he asked you, well, define good. Well, I think the definition depends on who you're asking,
Yeah.
because me not knowing Gary that well, oh yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
you live with him.
I have
you
that
know
intimate
him.
relationship
yes,
with
ma'am.
him.
Yeah,
That's
you get
right. And so
intimacy,
you know.
yes.
And plus, I had worked with him, and I guess I'd say not worked with him, but worked with him in a sense of in the same realm of stuff.
Yeah.
And I knew
You ran in the same
his
circles.
character.
Yes.
I knew his
Character,
character.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, yeah.
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 And I think that is so, kind of side note, I think that's so important is, knowing somebody before you go to date them.
Yes.
Like being friends or being in that work environment and actually seeing them without that facade of, oh, I'm trying to marry you, I'm trying to date you, like, and have
Let's
this
let the
like
hair
I'm
down,
gonna
right?
yeah, like you see a little bit more because they aren't thinking, oh, I'm gonna date that person.
Yes.
I'm trying
You
to
just
impress
see,
them.
yeah, exactly.
Genuine.
It's
They're
just
genuine.
Yeah, you just get impressed because they are who they are.
Yeah.
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 So side note, but
Yes, side note. Side note. No, so next verse.
where are we at?
13.
She seeks wool and flax and works with willing hands. So obviously, like we don't necessarily spin our own material anymore.
Not anymore.
No.
Thank goodness.
No. So she makes sure and she gets those materials and tools, and she, makes it her own. And, I think it's also like she doesn't rely on other people to just feed her information, to feed her, not physically like
Yeah,
eating,
I know what you're
but
saying.
to like, she makes sure that it could be applied to, like, she makes sure she's also studying. You know, like, she's gathering together and building.
Yeah, she's
you
putting
know,
us, yeah. I think the word I fell to was willing.
willing.
Because how many times do we do things sometimes, I won't say all the time. I mean, just sometimes you begrudge doing something. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know if I
It's
really
like, you
do
know,
that.
you need to get it done, so you have to get
Have
it
to
done.
do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not always a willing, but we're told to do
We're
things
told
with a
things,
willing
everything
spirit.
willing, and the admonition of the Lord, is that the right verb? And for his glory.
Yes.
So no matter what it is, we're to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Any more on that one, or? I think it kind of then flows into, she's like the ships of the merchant. So verse 14, she brings her food from afar. Yeah, and I mean, even continuing to 15, she rises while it is yet night and provides food for her household and portions for her maidens. So she is a provider.
And she's generous, is, what I was reading. She's generous because not only is she providing for her own family, but she's providing for the servants in her home as well.
Yeah.
So it's a generous attitude.
And I think that's one of the things that's that makes when somebody goes, oh, I'm a Proverbs 31 woman. I mean, you have that all the time, right?
Yes.
And people are like, oh, I can never make that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I want us to remember, it says right here, for her female servants. So number one, she has servants.
Yes.
So we have to be careful to put ourselves under her, saying we have to be like her.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a place for us to look at her, but then there's we have to realize the difference between.
Well, she was a privilege. She had a privileged status.
Yes.
She wasn't just your everyday housewife.
Yeah.
She did have servants, people to help her, whereas we mostly don't.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and going back to the context of, this is the queen mother talking to her son, the king.
Yes.
And so obviously she's telling him, like, okay, how she treats her servants is very important.
Right.
Those people are there to serve her, but then she also in turn needs to serve and protect and take care of them, provide for them.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's that situation. But I think we can apply, not the specific situation, but the general idea of, if somebody is helping us, being kind to us, we're also kind to them.
Kind to them.
We're also
Yeah.
have their back, on the lookout for them. You
Right.
know?
Yeah. Yeah, because I think the fact that she rises still at night, it may not that she rises and make sure it's all, she doesn't do it maybe per se, but she oversees it, right?
Yes.
She's not letting anything be lost in the fact that she may not be the one putting her hands on it,
Yeah.
but she's also has willing hands, as it
Yes.
said before.
She's not a
Willing.
She's not a royal with painted hands.
Yeah,
She
right.
she can still do some of these things,
Yes.
and is going
And
to
make sure
be
they're
part
done.
of it.
That's
I
right.
mean, and that's what a good leader in general
That's
is.
right.
You know, somebody
Exactly.
who's going to be in with it. Obviously, they're still going to delegate things,
Right.
but they're still in the trenches and identifying with those people that are
Right.
helping
As
them.
my husband, as a business owner, he always says, I don't ever ask an employee to do anything that I wouldn't do myself. He said,
right.
I'm in there cleaning the toilets right alongside him. That's right.
Yep. Yep. If
Changing
nobody
those
else
dirty
can,
diapers and
That's right.
yeah, that's right.
yes. Yeah. No, I think that's definitely the way to look at it, and not like we have to have servants or anything like that.
No,
You know.
but I think it's a mindset. Don't you think?
yeah.
Maybe
It
maybe
is.
this is for us is kind of like a mindset of how we approach womanhood.
Yes.
And I don't see anything in here that says that we're less than.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Or in the very beginning, God told us we were to be made a helpmate. That's
Yes.
right. And a helpmate is not one that, bows before somebody. We walk beside a helpmate to me.
Yeah.
And I think in his making of us, creating us, we were a part of Adam. So
Yep.
Yes.
That means that we're a part of their everyday.
Yeah.
And we came out of his side.
Yep.
That's right.
Not his foot.
That's
his
right.
side.
His side. That's
Not his
right.
foot,
So
not
side
his
by
head.
side.
Yeah.
That's right. You're
And
right about that. That's a good
Both
one.
man and woman are made in his
That's
image.
right.
That's right.
You know, he made us to fear him, to not in like the but in the reverence. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so, man, where was I going with that?
Well, we
Yeah,
have
so like
yeah.
in more in the reverence aspect. So if we're both fearing the Lord, if we're both following
Mm-hmm.
after him, then, you know, we are helping each other. And ultimately, yes, we do the word submit. I know it's hard sometimes.
Yeah.
But ultimately, the man is the one answering.
Yes.
And if we are following and using wisdom and willingness and doing all these things, then they're looking at us in a way that makes it easy.
Yes.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
We're working towards the same goal.
Yes.
We are.
I mean, if you're
Yeah.
begrudgingly doing stuff for them, if you're, you know, you don't
Slandering
support it,
them.
slandering. I mean, that is that just causes friction and someone to feel less than themselves.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So she let's see, we're on 16.
Yep.
We're on 16. So she evaluates a field and buys it. She plants a vineyard with her earnings. You know, pretty much to me, that's just she's looking at things with wisdom, don't you think?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did anybody get anything special out of that particular verse? I mean, I didn't really. Let's see. She buys and sells. You know, I mean, she's looking at quality, right? She's looking at it to be good and beneficial,
Yeah.
and to work towards. You know, towards what is best for them
Yes.
as a couple, right?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
family,
she-
or a household.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
You
a
know?
contributor.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
She puts the research into it. She isn't just like, ooh, that's shiny, or ooh, that looks like nice land.
Yeah, because my verse says she considereth a field. So when you consider something, you think about it. It's not
Evaluating.
not a-
It's
That's
not
right.
impetuous. It's not like on the fly. She thought about it. So
Yeah.
there was wisdom behind that
Yes.
purchase.
I agree with you. Yes.
Yeah.
So that next verse, what is that? She draws on her strength and reveals that her arms are strong. What y'all think about that?
Yeah. Yeah. I have it where she dresses herself with strength.
When mine says she girdeth her loins with
Yes.
strength.
Ah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
So it's almost like she's putting the armor on,
Yes,
right?
that
I was gonna
my
say, yeah.
thought,
I'll
yes.
go all the way into Ephesians, right?
Yes.
Ephesians
Right.
6.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
and that's always the cool thing.
I know it. God's word just comes
interreferences
together.
each other and-
I know.
But yeah, she's ready for anything,
Yeah.
and her strength is God.
It's from God.
Yes.
That's right. Isn't there's a verse that says that.
Yes.
We get our strength from him. He is
Yes.
our strength.
Yes,
And,
I
and
think
then
a
she
couple of
realizes
verses, yeah.
she's got that strength because of who he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let somebody else read.
Yeah. Blessing.
Excuse me.
So she then wait, did I skip? No, I didn't. Okay. She then she perceives that her merchandise is profitable. Her lamp does not go out at night. So what do we?
Yeah. Did you have anything special on that? These are just thoughts that I'm coming up with right now.
Well, I was going to say, just in my researching it, it says that one of the misconceptions about that verse is that that she doesn't sleep, that she stays up all night to keep
Oh.
Oh, I don't think that's true.
Yeah, and that's what this article I was reading said, that that's one of the misconceptions about this verse.
Yeah.
But you have to consider the times that, obviously there was no electricity, so that they did have to keep the lamps burning all night. So it just suggests that she would get up and make sure that they were filled.
Yeah, it would be like if
A
you
periodical
did not, or
thing,
even
yeah.
if you make sure when you go to bed it's full, it's prepared, and it'll go
Yes.
through the rest
Throughout
of the
the
night.
night.
Yeah.
And then you get up in the morning and you start again.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Because I have heard some women say, well, she doesn't even sleep.
I don't think
stays
that's
up all
true.
night.
I
Yeah.
don't
Like,
think that's
no,
Yes.
God told us to rest,
Yes.
and rest is definitely sleep.
Yes.
So let's not do that.
Well, number one,
Um,
she would be exhausted.
Exactly.
So, you know,
Yeah.
she's not like superhuman.
Yeah,
I don't
right,
see anything
exactly.
here that says she's superwoman.
Exactly.
You know,
And I,
with superhuman
Yeah.
abilities. No, she's a woman.
yeah. And I think, especially the second part of it, her lamp does not go out at night, I think can be applied to two different ways. I mean, we have the parable of the virgins in the Gospels, and, you know, the not having enough oil and lamp, like what you were saying, like she makes sure before she goes to bed, everything is full, everything's going to be okay, I'm going to go to sleep now.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also, like, she's not overcome by darkness.
Right.
I think poetically you can see that it can mean that, like, her light does not get snuffed out by the darkness
That's good.
because of the girding of her loins with God's strength.
That's good.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because, like, those symbolically, you know, for poetry and everything like that, and Proverbs is Hebrew poetry.
I
you
know. Yeah. Well, this is I the things that I was reading again today, studying on it. The whole book of, I think, you know, like Psalms 119 is like an acrostic, and it uses
Yes.
the letters of the
Yes,
Hebrew
yes.
alphabet. I think this also is, in a sense, the same. Has, you know, it's kind of like an acrostic of poetry, like you
Yes.
said, and it
Yes.
has something that's similar. She,
Yes.
and her.
Parallelism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so to your point, Cheryl, I don't think we have to take that literally, that we have to stay up all night.
Yeah.
That would not be good for our health.
Well, what's kind of cool about that verse, and it just kind of hit me, is that prepared. You know, you
Yes.
get prepared before you go to bed.
That's good.
You know, Gary has started where he starts early, and he gets this ready for bed and gets this ready for bed, and then he gets
Yeah.
ready for tomorrow with his
Right.
with this, and so it's like you're ready for it. And
Yeah.
how many times do I, like, 5 minutes before I go to bed, I do it? I, you know, do everything that I should have done that would have been better if I hadn't hurried it up, you know?
Right.
Or
Like
even
when,
in-
yes,
feel
when my
that,
kids
yeah.
were younger and I worked, it was like you got their school clothes out
Oh.
at night and you packed their
Yeah.
lunches
Yes.
the night before and you laid your own clothes out. So that way you're not scrambling in the morning. You just being prepared.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
I did.
I wish I could have said I did that. Oh my goodness. I wish I could have done that. That would have been nice. But
Yeah, and I mean,
Yeah.
it saves you the next day
Oh, it
because it's like,
does.
oh, I can just wake up refreshed. Oh, we have everything prepared. I don't have to think about.
I don't have to think about
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And if there is something that needs to be changed, it's a plan that needs to be changed, not just like, oh my gosh, where is that one thing, or where is
Oh,
this,
yeah.
that,
Where's
the
my
other thing?
shoe?
Where's my jeans, Mom? Where's
My
jeans?
backpack.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Well, I think that I need to put a star by that because I think I need to work on that. is preparing for the, you know, being ready for the
Right.
next day rather
Yeah.
than, yeah.
Yeah.
What,
Yeah.
There's a saying, and I'm going to butcher this, something about an ounce of, what is it? Being prepared saves.
An ounce of something is. An
I should have
ounce
never
of
even brought it up.
preparedness Is an ounce of preparedness? I tell you what, we ought to bring it back next time. We'll
Okay.
bring
Yes.
that next.
Yes.
We'll do that. Yeah.
So, yeah, let's bring that back
Yeah.
next time. We'll start off with an ounce of something, yes, because that is
Yeah.
an old saying.
Yeah.
I wish I could. Usually I'm pretty good about having sayings in my brain, but that one, I don't know if I've heard that one.
Sorry,
I'm
ladies.
excited.
Sorry, that's okay.
I
We're gonna
knew
look
what
that
it
one up.
meant.
Oh
Look that one
yeah.
up.
No, hey, and that's the important part. You admit when you're like, wait a second, hold on, let me look that up.
I know.
But yeah, so let's then we'll take a break there and then pick it back up with more of the Proverbs 31 woman.
That's right. We're shaking down this scripture.
We
aren't
are. We really are.
And I'm excited. So
Yeah.
we will catch up with you next time.
Yeah.
So see you later.
See ya.
Bye-bye.